kids. From what I hear, the teenage years are the worst. When it's not moody outbursts or angsty social media posts, it's acts of malicious compliance, as Reddit user Zombie Clown knows all too well. A few years ago, they left their teenager a list of chores to do. Simple things that even a monkey could accomplish, like put a new paper towel on the paper towel holder. However, when they returned, they were greeted with this. I mean, technically it is on the holder, but surely it would have taken less effort and time to do it right. Then they could have gotten back to, I don't know, posting dance videos for the world to laugh at, or tweeting from accounts with cringy anime avatars. Yeah, I've got no idea what teens do these days. Considering how easy it could have been to put that paper towel on the holder, I wonder if that same teenager is responsible for this street crime. It would have taken the person who lifted this manhole cover up no effort to rotate it 180 degrees and set it back down, completing the otherwise perfect spiral of stonework here. But no, they have to make it mildly infuriating to look at instead. Makes me want to scream. Every kid should feel safe when they're at school, which is why so many institutions go out of their way to make everything as kid-safe as possible. Like here, they've marked the area on the floor where the door opens, so any kid racing down the corridor knows to avoid the area and doesn't accidentally slam into it. The only problem is that the door doesn't actually open that way, it opens the other way. This may be a school, but whoever laid down that decal still has some learning to do. Now, education materials are very important for developing minds, which is why Australia's Pascal Press offers a range of revision books to help kids study for their NAPLAN tests. There's just one small, tiny problem. Some of their paperback books that they list on their website rely on computer instructions to complete the tasks. Not sure how little Timmy is meant to click the play button in a book. That's taking pretend play to a whole other level. Initially, I thought this product was just listed wrong online. Surely the people responsible for teaching Australia's kids the educational fundamentals would have double-checked their work like the responsible adults they are, and actually put in a paperback replacement section here. No, they actually printed it. Well, if these kids fail their tests, at least they know who to blame. Pascal Press. Gosh, this year is going so fast. Feels like only yesterday we were celebrating 2202. Yes, 2202. Now we all know we're in the 23rd century. It's common knowledge. We're in 2202. Oh, we're not? Well, at least one person thinks we are. If these celebration lights are anything to go by. Like, I can understand not knowing what day it is, but the year? Well, maybe whoever was erecting these lights didn't know which way around the number 2 was meant to go 3 times in a row. Oh, I think I only had a few minor breakdowns during that. Which of these super simple jobs do you think was screwed up in the funniest way? And do you have any examples of your own?
No.
Down in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Air travel is truly amazing. Because of it, it's easier than ever before to see the world and all its incredible cultures. But just because you're on a plane doesn't mean there aren't rules. And if you break them, there can be dire consequences. So, from turning off airplane mode to climbing into the overhead compartments, get ready for some things you should absolutely never do on an airplane. Spoil shorts. My last vacation got off to a poor start. I'd only just boarded the plane when the flight attendant told me I'd have to take off my Batman costume or leave. It turns out airlines have dress codes. What's more, different airlines have different codes. And these can change depending on the country you're flying to. Jeez, confusing all that. See, some countries like Indonesia are predominantly Muslim, and as such, dress more conservatively than other places. So, if you're flying there, it's polite to cover up before getting on the plane. But it's worth looking into clothing guidelines before getting on any flight. Dirty, torn, or revealing clothes can breach codes and get you kicked off the plane, which makes sense, but sometimes so can things as benign as flip-flops. Seriously. Back in July 2021, Turkish bodybuilder Deniz Saypinar made headlines when she tried to board an American Airlines flight to Miami. Apparently, her shorts were too short, so she was duct taped to one of the chairs and left there. Okay, not really. She was just denied entry onto the plane. Somebody actually was duct taped to a seat for a very different reason, but you'll have to stick around to find out about that. Anyway, after being refused onto the plane, Saypinar was understandably upset and took to social media to vent her frustrations. According to the bodybuilder, she wasn't dressed offensively at all, and the whole thing was an attack on her freedoms as a woman. What do you think? Were the airline staff right, or